so many places in your lifetime. He sung a lot of songs, yeah, and he made some bad rhymes. He's acted out his life on stages.
He wanted the camera.
With 10,000 people watching. But God, Father, we're alone here today at the Commons, and I'm singing my song to you. Now listen, I know your image of me, yeah. Sometimes is what it's
like. How you doing? Let me pass this to Rev.
I'll give it to you. But you showed me so much love, yeah, through these years. And today I want you to see. Listen, there's no one more important. Augusta, I want y'all to see, I want y'all to see that I'm alone here today, y'all. And I'm singing my song to JB.
The great generation. God saw the soul. Legend, no time.
Daddy, can I hold the camera? Daddy, can I hold the camera?
What?
Can I hold the camera?
Let him hold it.
I don't care. They got miles. Just keep it.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Excuse me.
Like my brother here. Yeah. That's right. Brother. Okay. Yeah, that's my brother. Give my first bicycle.
I got you down. How you doing, buddy?
You look so good. I might have done. You got to brush on the back. Let's run your day trick. Thank everybody for coming down. What's right?
I don't know.
Oh, man. I really feel good. I thank God. I thank God for Augusta, Mayor, and all the people involved. Really, thank God to be more people get back on the foot. A lot of people downtown, a lot of people. Don't have to worry about the sheriff.
I kind of was there, James, back in the late 80s. Are you ready? Yeah, I saw you land on.
Yes, yes.
And I would never go to see another concert after that because nobody could die.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay. What's the difference between those days and today?
I was trying to get them to know me, but they didn't know me. So I really have to work hard today.
What are your plans for that? What are your plans? How you doing?
You know, getting my son, gonna be a role model for a lot of young people. Hopefully, they'll take my advice, go where I went, push the all the trouble as much as they can. But it takes a long time. But you talk to that fella right there, I was my mother for a long time. One was like a father. Tell you a lot about it. Thank you.
Come on, Jane. Excuse me, come through here.
You okay? I'm going to be speaking soon. So
Come on, come through. Come on. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Got you, boss.
One, two. One, two. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We got a special tribute before we bring the Godfather on this afternoon. All right. You ready to do this? Testing 1, 2.
Yo, what's going on? I'm holding it now. You look real young today, son. No, you look good.
Like a sex machine. Because you're sitting
I did, Rob, you look good. You look good.
you got some power. Nothing else in the world, greatest entertainer. Mr. Dynamite, the amazing Mr. Please Please himself, the highest ranking man in showbiz. Ladies and gentlemen, the star of the show,
Sign that thing right now.
Which one is on in car? The resemblance not yet.
It's gonna be better. All right, you're gonna get it right. Sit right.
That's it, no more signing. Go shake his hand. Go shake his hand. Go shake his hand.
You got your stand here, Alexander.
Take the shot.
It doesn't matter.
Take the shot. All right, leave it. I want to get in this shot, okay? You got it? Yeah. Okay.
Around this way.
Right, this is going to be the next president of the Rainbow Court for Augusta, Georgia. The Honorable Charles Walker Jr.
This is the man, the get it done man. Making big time.
Daddy, when we gonna take a picture on the stage?
You made him. Father God, for these and all blessings, we ask in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mr. Brown's personal MC, Mr. Danny Ray.
Thank you, Mr. Young. Thank you, sir. I'd like to know one thing. Augusta, South Carolina, are you ready for the Godfather? I didn't quite hear you. Are you ready for the Godfather? I want to ask everybody way back now. Are you ready for the Godfather? Then thank you. Introducing now, ladies and gentlemen, the hardest working man in show business, the living legend of soul himself, the Godfather, Mr. J. Mr. James Brown. Mr. James Brown. Thank you, my brother. I just said for one thing, I said, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Realize that God is so present. Boy, he's really present. I don't know what I can do, but I'm going to do everything I can, and hopefully one of these days they're going to let me have my radio station back so I can talk to them. I can't get the station back. I want to have some real jamming. We got a lot of beautiful stations here, but I'd like a personalized one, and it goes right through my big good friend like Brother Minnesota Fatty, who I saw as a young kid. I see my lovely daughter Deanna's out there. She's holding the battlefront. There's a lot of people out there. Deanna's gonna come on the stage, girl. Let me see where you at. Well, you know what? I don't know really how to tell you how much I love you, but I tell you I love you with all I got. Baby doll.
On behalf of my husband, Mr. Brown, I'd like to say that we are very grateful to Augusta, Georgia for finally giving a statue in his honor to show the people that he was here and he meant something and he cares about all of you and how much he meant to the people where he came from on Tweak Street. You know, all of you who are in Augusta aren't all of him. He is Augusta. He is soul. And he is a humanitarian and deserves everything that he gets. He's a wonderful husband, an incredible, amazing entertainer, a fabulous father, and a humanitarian, and he definitely gives to his community. And I'm so thankful, and I thank you so much for giving back to him, because this is the one thing that at home at night when we're sleeping in bed or laying in bed, he says, baby, I just want to do something for Augusta. And now Augusta's doing something for him. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy Ray. Yes, Mr. Brown has done a lot for Augusta, and today Augusta is going to do something for Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, if you'll come up here. I was out at Mr. Brown's office. I was in Mr. Brown's office before the fire a few years ago, and we looked at a trophy case out there, and he told me, he said, you know, I'd never been given the key to the city of Augusta. Mr. Brown, today we're going to make history. I would like to present to Mr. James Brown a key to the city of Augusta. Now, Mr. Brown goes around the world, travels around the world. He's in front of kings and queens and popes and prime ministers and regular people just like you. But I'm going to tell you, Mr. Brown is indeed the goodwill ambassador for the city of Augusta. And so today, by mayoral proclamation, we are naming Mr. James Brown officially the goodwill ambassador for the city of Augusta. Now, just don't ask me for a check, Mr. Brown. That's an honorary position. Now, I have to ask you, where were you on November 20th, 1993? Were you with us over on Laney Walker Boulevard when we named James Brown Boulevard? But something happened that day. Mr. Brown, something happened when we named James Brown Boulevard. For some reason, 2 blocks from Broad Street to the Jesse Norman Amphitheater did not get included. We're changing that today, Mr. Brown. James Brown Boulevard goes all the way to the river. All the way to the river. You can now ride James Brown Boulevard all the way from Martin Luther King Boulevard up to the Jesse Norman Amphitheater. The naming is complete. Now, I would like to call forward Ms. Brenda Durant, the Executive Director of the Greater Augusta Arts Council, who has a very special announcement.
Thank you, Bob. It's an honor to be on the stage with you, James Brown. Thank you very much. For the past 5 years, the Greater Augusta Arts Council has hosted the Garden City Music Festival, featuring the best local and regional music we could find. We're not hosting that festival this year. Instead, on March 27th, we will host the James Brown Music Festival. And we have truly found the best, because we have the godfather of soul, James Brown, performing right here in Augusta, Georgia.
Thank you. Mark your calendar. March 27th, Mr. Brown will be right here with the Bittersweets and the Soul Generals and everybody else right here in the Common. Now, Mr. Brown, we need something of James Brown that will last the ages, that will go beyond us, that will remind people of a young boy who shined shoes in front of a radio station, went on to great fame as an entertainer, then bought the radio station. Yeah, and now he wants it back. But Mr. Brown, your friends in this community at Clear Channel Radio, and Channel 26,